All right, Pisces, this is your reading. Kind of a new way I've been going about doing this is kind of giving it some format and some structure and a lot of homework for me, but I think it's worth the run and definitely being guided to do so. But Pisces, I'm gonna go through your little structure here, your skeleton of what the reading and the energy that I'm feeling. And actually I had the opportunity to sleep on it too, so I went into the 5D and I pulled some things out for you. Things that you might be dreaming about, keywords, things of this nature. If you remember your dreams, please document them and keep track of them and see if these keywords kind of line up with what you've been dreaming about. One of the keywords is leaking, L-E-A-K-I-N-G, leaking. And then watermelon or melons, measuring cups, and raccoon, sea foam, and vault. So at the end of the reading, stay tuned, and I'll go through what the meanings are through the Book of Dreams, and we'll get the meanings of these things. But those are kind of the things I was connecting with you through, was those keywords that could be in your 5D. But the goal is to bring these 5D elements into our 3D, so that they're in our 3D world where it's tangible and practical. So the catalyst of your manifestation in regards to those keywords would be self-reflection. Find the flaws within oneself to be able to heal. You know, allow yourself to look at, and you guys are the most honest zodiac of all the zodiac, signs of all the zodiac. You're very truthful and honest, and your efforts come from honesty. So being able to go into yourself and have a self-reflection and to be able to heal the areas that are traumatic. The anchor, which is what's slowing you down from reaching your manifestations, is closing yourself off. You know, a lot of times when we get hurt or we find ourselves in hurtful circumstances, we tend to close off, and that's a natural thing. So but allowing that inner turmoil and entering into the dark night of the soul, but resisting it, so you find yourself in a place of stagnancy. That's what's going to slow you down, is being in between. You know, you're closed off, but then in between entering into the dark night of the soul, but then resisting it. So you're just in stagnancy, just sitting in the in-between. The trophy is like the reward or the feelings that you would have, is feeling at peace rather than broken and in pieces. So being one piece rather than in one pieces. Celebrating victories and leveling up. That's finding the reason to celebrate, finding that reason to have a trophy ceremony, so to speak. The valor, the things that take courage, that's what's going to take courage, is being brave to do what you know you need to do. Ignore the naysayers, but strengthen your strengths. You know, that's what's going to take a lot of courage, is to you know, not only get that self-reflection, but to also go after it and make action towards it. But you're going to have naysayers. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But being able to ignore them and to continue on your path and strengthening your strengths. The Savior. The Savior, right here it says, and it's usually what the Savior would say, or what would Jesus do. It says, discovering your vibrational match. And then discovering you, discovering me. So, and he's talking about himself. So he says, in this process of finding your vibrational match, you're going to be discovering you, and while at the same time you'll be discovering him. So very, very deep right there. That's wonderful. Anyway, the sacrifice. Yeah, it's going to be sacrificing the past. You know, allowing yourself to have a clean slate, and sacrificing all the beliefs and commit to the process of reinventing yourself and what is for you, and forgetting all the things that happened to you and understanding that they happened for you, that you can now be in a place of balance, which is in the middle, which would be the present moment. The middle between the past and the future is always the present moment. So yeah, discovering you, discovering me, that's great as a Savior. And it's in great similitude to reinventing yourself, allowing this, I want to say, repentance process, you know. In that process, we're letting go of the past and we're forgiven for it, and we can forgive ourselves. That's where we're able to find ourselves. But in that process, we find our vibrational match, somebody that matches our frequency. And in that process, we're finding ourselves, you know, seeing the mirrors in others, but being able to fall in love with the good of a person, and seeking out the good and positive, and not having these false belief patterns interrupt or intervene or stop you from going for what you know is yours. And so, yeah, and going for what is for you. So the lesson, have no fear, your angels are here. That's pretty much what I got there. But then I also wrote a poem for you, Pisces. It's Lesson of Oppression. It says, I often give to situations that disappoint. I knew better, my judgment was on point. I often suffer in my own pain without gain, dragging around this burden like a ball and chain. I believe the world is more good than bad, that the future offers more than I've had. But time and time again, my offers are wasted, and if not, then copied and pasted. I tend to please people who don't please me. Passive and aggressive, this romance isn't easy. Where one of us trying to the point of crying, while the other is lying to the point of dying. I feel as though I am always giving the most. Do I give too much to this virus wherein I'm the host? My world spins out of control along with the self. My soul has opted out and separates itself. With all that I know being left in shambles, I sit in regret with all that I've gambled. I am in deep thought about the lesson of oppression, how to change my direction and let go of obsession. That was pretty awesome, and it goes pretty well with the pre-read that I have just based on your energy. But let's get into the cards here. I've been drawn to use this deck right here, the Native Spirit deck, and this is my very first deck that I ever purchased right here, and it was out of a Halloween store, and it was just a weird day, and was getting my tires down on a busy road in a big city. But I remember looking across the street, seeing this Halloween store, and I was waiting anyway, so I found my way jaywalking across the street and went into that Halloween store, and was really drawn to there's only two decks up on the wall, and it was this one and another one. The other one, I think, was the Jack Skeleton deck or something like that. But this one really drew to me, and for it being the very first deck that I ever bought, it really got me through a lot of hard times, and then really understanding how the cards work. And it wasn't exactly a tarot deck, but it was an oracle deck, and it was something that had, you know, good depictions in these pictures and stuff. Just pretty cool right there, you know. And that's something that you could read right there. You're after your dreams, but you lack the sacred holiness inside of yourself. So, and that's why it's upside down. But yeah, that you're a dream traveler, but you seem to find yourself in places that are not fulfilling, you know. And it's because you don't have that full connection, that full self, that full self-actualization, you know, of giving your full potential of who you are, and understanding that we have duality, that we have a spirit, but we also have this body as well. But to combine the purpose of both into one, you're actually expressing yourself fully. And there's no better way to live life than to live life from that standpoint. So yeah, I mean, being this my first deck and I haven't read from it for a while, it's really awesome. So I'm excited to use this deck for you. We're just gonna do past, present, future with it. But did you see that? This is in your past position right here. Spirit of Earth. Spirit of Earth. Kind of get a good look at that right there. See what's going on here. You got the sun that's looks like it's rising actually, but that could also be in the west. with this being desert and whatnot, you can have that be the west, and it's the sun setting, but I don't see any sunset in the sky. This is sun rising. So in the past, you're rising to the occasion, and you may be getting in tune with the spirit of earth, the spirit of nature. Maybe you have animals around you. Maybe you have a really deep, fond connection with animals around you, but also with nature in and of itself. Maybe you have plants around your house, inside your house. Maybe you really love the aura that comes from being in connection with the spirit of the earth. Here we go. Let's see a present card right here, Spirit, and connect these cards together, Spirit. Show me present moment for Pisces. Wow, and you got a flipper, 2 of them inside the deck. So we're going to run them together. And right here, in the present moment. So this was more in the past, but it's still prevalent in the present moment as well. And owl medicine. This is like spiritual knowledge. And then right here we got spirit of water. So and also with the white owl too, it's very depictive. See that his face is shaped like a heart, you know, and very wonderful. But they're spirit guides, you know. And then you got this spirit of water, you know. And what I get from this card is the like a moon cycle, you know, and the tides, you know, coming in and coming out, you know, and just the beautiful sunsets in both of these. So you rose to the occasion. You went through the battle of the day, and you close out your day. You watch the tide come in and the sun setting, and you have it here as well, setting. But knowing that there's a presence around you, and maybe that's what you're starting to feel, that there's this weird feeling in the energy, and I've been feeling it as well. But this weird feeling in the energy, but this feeling that you almost feel like you need to reject it, or you need to cast it away, or it's just an off energy that makes you feel like you're off. Maybe it's challenging you to look within, challenging you to let the tides kind of take things in and out from you. It's like taking these deep breaths. It's causing you to think deep about your emotions. You got the water right here, and things of this color here of passion. So it's what are you passionate about, and what are your emotions connected to what you're passionate about. And so yeah, it's a really awe-inspiring kind of a feeling that's going on right now, and it's kind of like this deep self-reflection, but you're having guidance in doing so. Maybe like me, I when I first started on my journey here, I was just guided completely all the time, and it was in every action throughout my day. But more specifically, to kind of help you, on YouTube and on TED Talks and things like that, of that nature, I was guided to listening to talks that were specific to my childhood or to my journey, that would help me to heal in areas that I had suppressed. No matter how much the tide would come in and come out, I was so far out and deep into the ocean here, you know, out here, just deep in the deep. So I mean, it wouldn't come to the surface on a daily basis. But the Spirit is telling me you need to go into the deep and pull out these passions or aggressions or feelings of aggression, and to address them so that you can have clean water, a clean conscience, a clean emotional standpoint to base everything else off of. And so that's kind of the way I started my journey, was being guided in that way. And I was guided to heal my relationship with my mother, but also to let go of things that happened in my childhood that would have caused a damage between either of my parents. So just the fact that I'm telling you that story right there, I should probably dive a little bit deep and express a little bit more of myself in that nature But you know, I was young, and it was a real hard thing for me to kind of get over. And I think what happened is I bottled it up, or I sent it out into the deep waters, and it wasn't until later in my life that these things started to come to the surface. And it came through, you know, being angry. It came through being angry at what the circumstances I was dealing with in my life. And it was kind of like not necessarily using those things as crutches, what had happened in my childhood. But I'll just tell you, I was actually abused in every way you can be abused. But I didn't know how to handle the what had happened to me, and didn't know how to move forward with that. So I just bottled it up and boarded up those windows and doors, and just kind of just left it there, and let the dust kind of build up on that, and hope to hell that it was done. But here I am in my 30s, and it kind of resurfaced. It was like kind of this midlife crisis kind of thing, entering into the dark night of the soul, but being guided to do so, and being able to be alone with my thoughts, but also being alone with the spirit, so that I could actually heal. And that's funny, I was going to say hear, but heal, but also hear the spirit. It's the still small voice, and it's continuously always talking to us, but we get so combobulated with everything in life, and we get so busy with things that we just kind of put those things on the back burner where we intended them to be. But we honestly, we don't progress in the way that the Spirit or God or what have you, or the way Jesus would like us to heal and to live out our lives. Because it's through authenticity and expressing our true selves is the way that we're able to connect into other people, that we can be medicine, and that's the way that we are healers. And I'm just going to read something for you. I turned to this page, and it's today's date right now, August 11th. This is a book that was given to me at Christmas, and I've been kind of, meandering through it, but I just think it's so fitting for today, and for currently, right now, for you, Pisces. It says, it's August 11th is the title, but it says, "My daily words to you are meant to guide you into my profound mysteries and your assignment on earth. I want you to be attentive to all I tell you. Drink in my words and become a simmering arrow dipped in the fire of faith that shoots a direct bullseye into the heart of my purposes. By my word, you can move mountains. By my word, the sick are healed. The lame walk, the blind see. Today, realize you were born to do on earth as I did." I always found it alarming. I don't know why I say that, alarming, that our Father in heaven would send down a perfect being and to show us the way, but then to accept upon ourselves that we were imperfect, that we couldn't become perfect, that he would be the only perfect being on the planet. And it always struck me really, really, really wrong in a weird way, but it's like we strive to be perfect, and understanding that we aren't, kind of gives us that excuse. But, let's strive for perfection and actually try to achieve it by going into the past and settling those things. We have a better chance at being more like him. And it says right here, "Today realize you were born to do on earth as I did." So we too were sent here as well, just as much as Jesus Christ was. And so understanding that, and understanding the purpose in our lives. So a lot of sacral chakra coming in too, and you can see a lot of this yellow sun coming from the past. Like, what is my purpose? And even in the present moment, what is my purpose with all of these emotions? What is my purpose? What are all these passions and like anger and all this, and even this inside of this, you're finding though that you have an angel, you have a guardian angel, you have support that's on the other side, that's there. So whatever it is that just invigorates you, search that, and then allow yourself to come into the emotions and understanding your purpose through it all by healing what you just sent out deep into the ocean. So that's freaking awesome. I love this reading so far. Let's do a future outcome position in this, in regards to the reading, and so far what we've been going into, kind of coming into like a I wouldn't say religious. This is definitely spiritual, but bringing Jesus Christ into stuff is kind of a more of a religious way of looking at things. But I think Jesus Christ is viewed all over, no matter what realm you're in and want to find healing. He's always there. So it doesn't matter what realm you're in, spiritual, religious, whatever. I think they all go together, honestly. I think all religions go together, honestly, as well. There might be some disagreements in certain confines of what the beliefs are, but it doesn't matter. I think all things are possible, all things are real, all things are true, you know, and when you understand that, the cup is overflowing. So right here, yeah, eagle medicine. It's that's the future outcome. This is having the bird's eye view, you know, and being able to soar above you know, danger or conflict. But let's see, it's in the picture, it's just above these snow-capped mountains, but there's snow everywhere. Going to higher places, leveling up, you know, and it's you know, it looks like, you know, it might be scarce here, but this eagle has an advantage in finding food in this white snow background. So getting the advantage in seeing what it is that you need, so and what it is that you want and desire to become holy. I see white all over this picture and blue, and being able to speak your mind, the throat chakra, white, this holiness, the ethereals, and being able to soar higher above the places that you once were. You know, buried yourself in this water, but then just fired in this all this passion and anger, you know. But being able to know that this is where you're gonna find the healing help. So it's all necessary. It's all necessary. All the pain and the struggles, all the trials, all the strife is all necessary for you to become more in tune with the present moment, but to rise above those conflicts and those errors that you found healing from, and it elevates you. It elevates you. And this bird ain't flapping. This bird is gliding and just soaring, you know, and just kind of taking it easy now, seeing that they can slow down the rush of life, you know, the commotion that goes on in life in the natural world. But in a spiritual side, bringing in duality is allowing you to slow down time, to enjoy the I was going to say the betterments, or to get a taste of joy, is to be able to slow down time, you know, not to realize that you're aging and you're getting closer to death or whatever, but you're in comfort with yourself and being in the present moment. That's joy, and that's being able to slow down time and enjoy yourself. So yes, I love the reading so far. Thank you, Spirit. And we are going to go into the tarot, see what tarot says about all of this, and we're going to use the animal tarot, animal spirit tarot. We're getting spiritual on you today, Pisces, but I think you need it. I think this is your medicine. Honestly, I do. I've put a lot of thought into and a lot of meditation into your sign, and it looks like you're dropping some cards around here. So it's like maybe you're dropping some things out of your life, cutting things that don't belong, you know, and no specific cards I didn't mention, but there was just some cards that were flopped out at different places, but it was too many, and it was more me, to be honest with you. But let's see right here, Spirit, in the past position. Let's clarify the spirit of Earth. Let's clarify this sunrise, this ideation or this realization that came to mind in this recent past. Hey, there you go. There's three. There's three. We'll take them. Spirit says take them. I want you to take them. All right. So right here we have the Five of Swords. So this is no way. This can't be real. That's what this card signifies. It's like seeing is believing, but you're still in the sense this is too good to be true. I'm seeing it, but I am not believing still. So it's like find yourself in a place where you're more at peace and more grounded to allow all things to be true, all things to be real. So, and when you come from this place of more of an open mind and this is the Mother of Pentacles. This is very practical, but in a sense, she's also very open. This is the Mother of Pentacles, which is like the Queen of Pentacles, open to opportunity, open to ways of creating comfort. This is earthly comfort. So this is spirit of the earth. This can't be real. And this is kind of the energy of the day. Is like, what is this feeling I'm feeling today? What is this energy? And it's allowing you to go deep within your past, and to be able to heal that inner child, to be the higher self, being nurturing and caring to yourself, to loving yourself, that inner child that first experienced fear, you know, and needed somewhere to go and to be nurtured, and didn't really have anywhere that felt safe to go and be nurtured. So you're allowing yourself to go there, allowing yourself to heal there, and you being the provider of that. What a beautiful thing. And that's where a lot of this self-forgiveness comes into play, and it opens you up to, let's see what it is, the Four of Cups. Opens you up to letting go, because this mouse is holding on, is safeguarding, is holding back, you know. And it's like holding on to these emotions, burying them beneath, you know. And it's a secret, you know. It's like illuminating these cups here is going to allow the illumination to take place. It's like entering to the dark night of the soul, and that's what you're entering in there with. You're in your mouse hole in the wall, or whatever, you know, how the mice work inside of a home. If you've seen the movie Stewart or whatever. But anyway, it's like you are taking these emotions and going deep within, going in that mouse hole, and like you're in hermit mode. It's like a hermit here. But to allow yourself to research these four things, you know, these four emotions. These emotions are prevalent in the present moment. So this is a good segue card going into the present moment. But yeah, and it's something you're trying to resist. See here, if we show you the spread here, it's like you want to go in the opposite direction of facing these. It can't be real. This isn't real. This isn't real. Yeah. Your whole life is real, and your whole existence is real. Your purpose is real, and your purpose is to do this, is to come into instead of go away from. Don't resist this. Go into it. Allow it to take place. Allow these things to be brought to the surface so that you can heal them, and you don't have to like safeguard anything. You don't have to hold back any of these emotions. When you hold back these emotions and you bury them, it blocks your heart. It blocks your ability to feel. It numbs you. And so some of these could be addictions. It could be coping mechanisms. It could be things that you avoid, and circumstances that you avoid, or confrontation. Maybe you avoid confrontation at a full max because it brings back this traumatic thing. And that's the thing, is when you heal that, it also heals this sense of post-traumatic stress. And so that's some of the things that are coming to surface right now for you. Spirit's very, very alive right now and helping you right now. So just take heed to the words. And see, this is kind of overflowing for you. This is like, oh my gosh, how are you doing this? How are you tapping into me? How do you know my energy? And it's not what I know. I mean, a lot of it has to do with a lot of what I've healed. And in doing so, I can tap into energy with spirit. And that's who's here right now, in your present moment. You're being guided through the spirit and feeling this passion, and you're doing it with an open mind, which is for the first time absolutely wonderful and beautiful, and what you need, especially coming from the circumstances that you came from. And it's like, what am I learning from this? And it's so stagnant energy, but it's also static energy, and it's like you can't make sense of it. You can't really you know, it's like static, but then all of a sudden you give it a little pounding on the TV, and bam, if you come from my childhood, we had to do that a lot. But and then getting all of a sudden high definition clarity on what it is that you need to heal, and being brave to do so, and not avoid it, not Not, you've been doing that your whole life. Let's change that. That change right there, I promise you, will change the rest of your life. I mean, we could be done with the reading right now if you would just allow yourself to enter into these next cards. You with me? Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Let's do it. Oh, see, yeah, you're so overtaken by the energy right now, and I hope that you're taking it well. And if you're crying, here's my shoulder. My shoulder's right here. Let it happen. Let it flow. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, so much that wants to come out. I seen a 3, so number 3 coming out. Maybe March. Yeah, that would make sense. March. That's your birthday. Maybe is in March. But here it is. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is your this is your coming full circle, I want to say, but I mean in the Wheel of Fortune, it's like this is your opportunity. Look at all the entanglements around here. This is you being able to see it for what it is. This is you seeing what chakras are blocking. You can see the auras of yourself. You can see that guess who's here. You can see that guess who's here. This is coming to the end of a cycle. This is being ethereal. This is like allowing yourself to ascend. And this is just entering into the present moment. This is entering into the portal, so to speak, or into your mouse hole. And then allowing yourself to learn and grow. So this is a wonderful place to be at. You're entering into this place right now. And there might be distractions coming in around you. Like and everything that's happening is happening for a reason. So don't allow the distractions to naysay you off of the path. Be true and be concise about your decision and how you're going to heal. So entering in and seeing this, it might look a little messy and it might look like it's too much, but it's time. It's time to go there. It's no longer going to be in the dark or in the deep. Let's bring this to the surface and let's take a look at it. Let's see what it is here. Let's continue the trend of this 3 card, Spirit. I love what we're looking at here. Spirit, show us. So if it comes to the floor, it comes to your door. All right. So what we have right here is the devil in reverse. Turning those things that the coping mechanisms, turning those the addictions and the and everything that got in the way and that were of distractions. Do you see what's going on with me here? So stay focused on what it is. Zero in, be the bullseye, hit the bullseye on all of this. Okay, focus. So right here, the devil, this is addictions, this is things that are of obsession, or things that are obsessing you, oppressions and things of that nature. So allowing that to be flipped upside down and to see it for what it is, and to also let it go. It's going away. This is what's going away. This is what's being cast out of your entanglement, your mess. So guess what also happens in this present moment? You're letting go of all of these things and realizing what they are, knowing that the journey ahead is like a wheel. It's going to be cycles that are going to be ending. And so that happens, but then guess what? I hope this brings you joy just by seeing the picture here. Can you see what's going on here? Can you see what's going on here? This here is a clean slate. This here is what you're coming from. All of this entanglement and all of this mess right here. But being able to see it is so awesome. Being blind to it makes you feel like, oh, every day I'm doing all right, but behind the scenes I'm looking like this. That's not fun. That's not great. But being able to actually rid this out of the picture and have a clean slate. New life. Look at this. New life. New life. New life. Being zeroed in on what it is that you want and going for it. Not letting anything hold you back. And in this right here, I see peace. A peace sign. I also see a pentacle. So peace and prosperity. Yes, I know it's a cut log. But you had to cut things out of your life to allow new growth. New growth. New growth. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, and that's like the gift. And that is a pentacle in the middle. So a pentacle, and I also see a peace sign. Yeah, the gift, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So ridding yourself of all that holds you back and binds you to things and has cords attached to you. Look at all these cords. Cutting those cords out and getting rid of it. Beautiful. I mean, this is a wonderful reading, Pisces. I mean, a very challenging one. I hope you didn't click off, and I hope that you were like in tune, and that I had distractions. You might have had distractions, but I hope that we were able to zero in on that, you know, and what this is leading to for you. So, eagle medicine, you know, having this higher perspective, being elevated, being ascended, and having a bird's eye view on all this entanglement, you know. So yes, let's Spirit, let's be looking for what the outcome is in here, or your advice, or the future outcome. Spirit, we're going to do a shuffle, and then we're going to see what we have here. One came right out immediately. Wow. Let's get two more. You're going to love that card. That was beautiful. All right, Spirit, show us some more here. Show us some more here, Spirit. For Pisces and the future outcome, Spirit. There's the two that wanted to come out, but they didn't really come out. So I got to really be in tune too, you know. You know which ones are available for you coming out. They come out when they want to come out. So the future outcome. You were brave enough to get to this point. Now let's take it in action in a 3D. Let's see what's coming out here. Let's see what's coming. Ooh, this one. Wow. Wow. I'm not showing you yet. This is a surprise, and this is great. And the energy of it is freaking awesome. It's like absolute. It's almost like a tears of joy kind of feeling. Like I feel happy for you. All right, future outcome. Let's let it play out. This is a secret for you right here. Ooh. I mean, this really wanted to come out, and it's a really good card, but I'm not going to allow myself to feel like I manipulated you in any way. I'm going to let the Spirit really tell us right here. Bam. Bam. So. And this came in the reverse position right here, so it's right here. This right here is the Nine of Swords. This is up all night, like worried and just like in tears, crying. You don't even have any tears left. And it's like you just want to rip your eyeballs out and not see the world anymore. That's the kind of feeling it is in the upright. That's what it is in the upright. But you had it in reverse. This was the last card. So this is what's dying away from you, is these sleepless nights, getting actual full night's rest and feeling rested when you get up. You know, this is very, very, very vital in the growth process. And what you're growing here is the Six of Pentacles. Look at this. Look at where you got with your clean slate, but the future, what it's bringing to you. Look at these pentacles, 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 pentacles. So grounded. You're coming from a place of a lot of pentacles in your read. Actually, a lot of grounding and emotions being grounded. You know, maybe you've you know, like a tidal wave. I know it don't show it in the picture, but in the present moment, you might be feeling like a tidal wave. Maybe that's like crying and seeing clearly now what it is that you need to do here. You know, and it's like these sleepless nights is the ego trying to get in the way of things. And your ego is like your pride and things that would whisper into your mind different than what the Spirit would whisper into your mind. It'd be like, stand your ground, when your heart is actually telling you, no, you need to find resolution to this. But you listen to the ego instead, and it just gets you into a mess. But this is in reverse, remember that. So you're being able to get sleep at night. You're being able to go into a routine again, but you're also seeing the harvest of your clean slate. And this is promised. This is promised to you if you allow yourself to go into those places to be guided by the Spirit. And mine specifically was like books, videos, stuff like that to find healing. And there's people out there, even on YouTube too. I was going there as well with tarot readers and such to find my healing. But you're promised this growth. You're promised pentacles. you're promised money. So in some weird way, and I also, the card that I wanted to pull but I didn't, that was the High Priestess, and it was like being able to have this clear vision, and that's what this is right here, clear vision. But it's medicine, eagle medicine, and maybe that High Priestess should have came out, but it's okay. The High Priestess is coming out now. It's not necessarily in the cards, but it wanted to come out, and it's like this maybe this this temptation to maybe make some money off of your own healing. Your healing is medicine, and your medicine is valuable to others, because there's others that are going through what you're going through, and believe it or not, I went through what you're going through. So there's a way that you can find a stable way of making some sort of income off of your story. Maybe it's something that you write, and getting grounded and staying grounded. These are all pentacles right here. So very, very wonderful. You got a lot of, and this is Capricorn energy. I wanted to mention that as well. Capricorn energy. You also have the Wheel of Fortune is the 4 zodiacs. The Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. So those are the signs standing out to me right here. You also got another Capricorn card with the Mother of Pentacles. But then the other card right here that you have as well is this 9 of Pentacles. It's like this wish fulfillment. It's like reaching a point of being self-reliant. And you see these feathers here. You were guided here. You were perfectly guided and corralled into receiving your happiness. And it's for yourself. It's for self-happiness and self-satisfaction and self-joy. The sacral chakra, coming across here. Even the coins here being yellow. And the sacral chakra is the color of your purpose. So finding your purpose, zeroing in. The target and everything that I've been sharing with you in the pre-meditation, but also grounding your passion of like anger and things of that nature, but being in comfort with letting it being grounded, and then allowing your passion of the things that you go for, the things that make you wake up every day and give you purpose. Combining your passion or your root chakra, things of that nature, to combine them and be zeroed in on exactly what it is that you want. It's the shape of a diamond, So yeah. I'm not going to read too far into what the diamond is, but I'm sure you know as well. But that could be on the horizon for you. And reaching this first only allows the diamond to be necessary. I know we've done a lot of self-discovery and self-searching here and finding the mirror, but we also in the pre-meditation talked about finding your match, your vibrational match, and how you're being guided there. These 2 feathers being guided to you by your own guide, white owl. And it comes up several times, white owl, in the present moment where you're being led and guided to, and then you also got this eagle here, the tail feather of an eagle, and there's someone else of the same vibrational match that's looking for you as well, and so realizing that. And we're going to go into a new deck here to get some clarification here a little bit further. We're going to go more into this present moment here. And that right here. I'm going to just get the cards organized back the way they were. All right, wow. Trigger warning. So you tend to be so honest to a point where you give too much of yourself. So that's kind of don't get caught up in a web where you're going to find yourself being someone else's prey, and it landed right on the present moment. I didn't ask any questions for it to pop out, but that's what I'm as a reader I'm seeing as a trigger warning. It was also in this position as well. So it's like it teeters on whether or not this is like something that you can be threatened by, you know, and it's something that's in your surroundings right now. That's at maybe this person, place, or thing is just sitting back and observing, you know, waiting for you to be ensnared, waiting for you, you know. And I get the feeling that this person, I get a person. This person has struck you before, you've been ensnared in the web before, and it's like, and it's because of your passions, your angers. So it's like waiting for you to make a mistake, and to hold that mistake against you and come in for the kill, you know, and not necessarily kill, but you know what I mean, a verbal kill, or a I told you so kind of thing. So this is a naysayer. This is a naysayer. Don't allow a naysayer to sit and prey upon you. Let them watch. They're going to keep their distance. Promise you. And they're as scared as you are of them. So and you allowing that fear to drop and not paying any mind to that allows this thing to just, oh, well, I guess they don't care anymore. Boom, because that's what you need to have take place here. That's in the present moment, and that was also a dig on a trigger warning. So don't allow yourself to be triggered to where you're going to act out of rage, or in ways that, like, you've acted out in the past. You know, recognize this right now, Spirit. And actually, yeah. So yes. You're seeing a mirror here. That's why it came out in the neutral position. Neutral. Maybe you're seeing the beauty of this. So maybe this naysayer is being observant from a distance because they're seeing themselves in you. Vibrational match. Stingray in the opposite position, but look at this stingray. Stingray is a very descriptive card of your chakra system. If you don't know your chakras, get to know them, because this is what's going on and this is what's going to take place within you. So this being in the reverse position, this person definitely don't really know or care about what's going on with you, but this is what needs to be taught. This is what needs to be taught through your own actions. So you becoming this chakra healed person is going to allow this spider, eight-legged freak, to become your vibrational match. You be the change you want to see in the world. You be the change. All right, we're going to go into another deck. That was awesome to kind of add some more similitude of what you're dealing with right now in the present moment. Let's see here. Let's go right here. Actually, that was a twin flame card. I'm going to go into another deck right here, and it's the Light Oracles deck. And this is kind of, I believe fully, honestly, Pisces, I think that you are on a soul mission, but you are also sent here for a purpose. And it's like, okay, what's my purpose? What is my purpose? I believe, honestly, you're a light worker, and I believe that, you know, all twin flames are light workers. And it's like when they find their match, or they heal certain sides of them, that they become more of a match vibrationally, and in the ethers, the holiness, being able to have a voice behind a heart, those two chakras are really, really, really standing out right there. And it's sacral as well. You can see the yellow inside the green. Yellow, green, and blue. Yellow, sacral chakra, your purpose. Blue, your throat chakra, and this is your having a voice, but you don't really have a voice unless you have I mean, you can have a voice, but it ain't saying very much good and positive things unless you have heart behind it, a healed heart of understanding, of knowledge, of growth, of healing the past and letting it go and starting on a clean slate. All of these cards are here, clean slate, zeroing in on what it is that you truly want. So we're going into this Light Oracles deck here. I'm going to give it a good shuffle. I know all these decks are pre-shuffled before I start, but What is it? Is the purpose here? What is the purpose? Had 2 cards come out, both in the upright. The Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Wow. Did I not tell you? It's also in the present moment. How can I help you now? Is where I'm at with you, Pisces. And so yeah, not being afraid of taking this path of ascension, not being afraid of it. You know, and it's like you've been through the emotions of all that surrounded you. You've already been through it. You've climbed up these stairs, and you're entering into the portal. Say it be Lion's Gate, but yeah, this is a big portal for Twin Flame reunion. And yeah, and I mean, if you've done the steps and you've done the healing and you're ascending, it's time. It's time to be a teacher of what it is that you've learned, but also stepping into the dark night of the soul to heal things. It seems like you're in the present moment having an understanding and even going inside and actually doing a lot of work already, which is amazing. And leaving behind things that aren't serving you and not being afraid to do so. This is a neutral position. Not being afraid to do so, because what's for you will always be for you. Twin flame is half of your soul somewhere else, and when you find it, it's finding it through healing yourself and having it be a perfect union. It's wonderful, it's beautiful, and that's what you're headed for here. And it's the Akashic record is your past lives, your past, you know, and understanding your purpose by the lives and cycles that you've been through, and finding healing in those cycles, breaking chains, breaking free. So yes. And Sisterhood of the Rose is the next card. You can kind of get a good idea of what that looks like there for you. Let's see what this says. This is beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. What did I tell you? You're a teacher. You're a teacher, and it may be by example, but I think that you have something to say. You have something to say. You have something that brings the pinnacle of your purpose to this present moment. Like you getting a lot of knowledge right now and knowing what it is that you need to do. And you have a support group. Maybe you have sisters. You have soul sisters. You may even call them soul sisters without even having a recollection of what that really means. But you have support is what it comes down to. You are enlightened, and you will gain more support. You will gain a crowd around you, and you're very in tune naturally as being a Pisces. You're very truthful, very honest, and that attracts people, because people are seeking truth. Believe it or not, and you tend to believe, and it was in your poem, you tend to believe that there's more good in the world than there is bad. You're very sensitive with your emotions, and you can connect well. You're very intuitive, very intuitive, and and known for just because of your sign, especially in the moon. If you have a moon in any of the water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, that you have this psychic ability to see the unknown, the unseen. So what you are seeing now within yourself is beautiful, and it's what people are struggling to see within themselves. So share this knowledge, and in the ability to teach, you're actually learning. So being a teacher and a student at the same time is really going to benefit you at this time. And getting with your soul sisters, and learning to have fun again, and learning to live at a soul level, at an ascended level. So future outcome. What's the future looking for Pisces at this time? Wow, I mean, that one really wanted to come out. Deep replenishment, rest, slowing down time, having joy, and being held. Receiving the love that you always gave, actually being reciprocated, having healing and enlightenment, and you know, it's It's just beautiful. Like she's holding flowers right here, and it's almost like she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." It's like this tears of joy, which I was feeling in that just a few just a spread ago. That feeling of tears of joy, you know. And you see right here, this is an oasis. You see right here, there's cactuses everywhere right here, and it's like you know, all these flowers and roses around, and it's like, wow, unbelievable love, even in the most darkest of places, like not necessarily dark but dry. Just like maybe the relationship or maybe the circumstances that you're dealing with have really proved to be dry, but you're seeing the oasis. You're actually there in the oasis, and you're receiving. This is the future, and I ask Spirit to give us a future outlook on this. And this is beautiful. So, and Spirit, if there's anything else that needs to be said out of this deck, please show us now. Wow. So the rose came. The ever unfolding rose. And that's what you're holding in your hand right here. And that's what's surrounding the ever unfolding rose. You see this? You see the connection with these cards? And you see where you came from? This is the other side of the gate, the portal, the Lion's Gate. You came through, and now you're seeing the unfolding of the rose, the oasis of the desert. Like, you're always going to be provided for. You're going to be cared for. Everything you give, you get, you receive. So, and then on this, it says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. That was in your pre-read. Wow, that's so awesome, Pisces. This has got to be the best reading I've ever given, honestly. This is so awesome. And there was another card I thought that came out. Yes, Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. The grandmother of Jesus. And it's like in similitude also to like your Akashic records, the dark sides of you, you know, but then, you know, this like this evolution of cycles that's come around you and being watched over, and the divine plan. Let's see what's saying. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Did I not just say that? Okay, I mean, this is beautiful for you. This is what's being unveiled to you. The veil is being lifted to you understanding your purpose so much so on a deepest level, because you go to the deepest level of understanding yourself. This is what's being revealed to you, and you have a deep understanding and a deep purpose moving you forward, driving you forward, the driving force that gets you out of bed every day, the driving force that makes you go places, the driving force that makes you do things, doing what you're doing, to research what you're researching, to have the knowledge that you have. You know, this is impactful. This is Jesus's mother, you know, Anna, grandmother of Jesus. This is the grandmother of Jesus. So it's that you imagine as a grandparent, you might actually be a grandparent, but to be able to not spoil, but you know what I'm saying, to give all of your love and attention and give it to people and enlighten them and feel the joy of doing that and enlightening them, and then stepping away while they go into their place of like sending the grandchild home is what I'm getting, and you spoiled them, but they are learning and they're growing, and you get to watch from a distance. Something else came about watching from a distance. Watching from a distance. That healing, that you're able to heal yourself, but to heal even those that are watching from a distance. Bam. Pisces, you have power. Power to Pisces. Let's see what stones you could use at this time that you could, you know, carry around with you. This is a deck full of stones, and I like to draw this as sort of a nail in the coffin to the reading, and to bring about some more enlightenment. Maybe the nail in the coffin, I say the nail in the coffin because it kind of just hammers at home the whole reading. So Spirit, let's draw for Pisces right now what stones she could benefit from, or he, at this time to move forward. All right. I had one that popped out, and this is an important one right here, and it says lazuli light, and it's cosmic serenity, peace, peace. being in peace rather than in pieces, right? The cosmic forces are at play with lazulite, bringing serenity, peace, and tranquility to anyone who crosses paths with this stone. Lazulite comes from the Arabic word lazaward, meaning sky or heaven, and referring to the sky blue color of the stone surface. It stimulates the third eye, drawing out psychic and intuitive abilities and dispelling worry, anxiety, and stress to promote a clear state of mind. Use lazulite when you need extra strength to heal addictive habits and to give yourself that inner peace against personal demons. What the heck? And so Gemini, Sagittarius is the signs that it has a lot of strength towards, and Jupiter is its governing planet of expansion, of growth. So, and this is like inner expansion and growth. And this is another thing that stood out too was of the heavens, but also this psychic and intuitive abilities. I already told you that. So wonderful. This stone. So this is it. But this is the name. In case the pronunciation was kind of off, it's not giving you the proper lighting to see it right. But lazulite, maybe you see it better there. There you go. All right. So that's your reading, Pisces. I wish you the best. If this reading resonated with you, I hope that you will hit the like button, and I hope that you also subscribe and stay tuned for the next ones. And namaste.